MTI announcement, Russian hackers and Freemasons out to get them. Mirror Trading International collapse, sounds very similar to BTC Global Team playbook used. More news on this, and Cheri Marks really knows how to tell a story. Cheri Marks is believed to run MTI alongside her husband Clynton Marks. She acknowledges that MTI has unraveled. Following the search and seizure warrants executed by the FSCA on the 26th of October, it was becoming very difficult to handle the amount of work created for each department. We insisted that Johann get help in the technical department, as it was clear he and Nerina were not coping. The system kept crashing, and Johann told us that we had had numerous hacking attempts by a Russian syndicate. This is starting to sound like a movie. There were Russian hackers that wanted ransom. That is a great story, but without evidence and proof, how can anyone fall for that? Anyway, when the FSCA raided MTI's offices, apparently Johann Steenberg wasn't able to confirm MTI's Bitcoin balance. A week after the raid, Johann requested that Clynton Marks give him BTC to pay members that had made withdrawals, as the limitation on withdrawals with the broker was still a hindrance. Johann agreed to put in 400 BTC as well. Clynton then agreed and paid over 400 BTC of his own outside of MTI to Johann on the 1st, 11th and 12th of November 2020. Management has no proof that Johann did contribute the amount he stated. Clynton Marks had full confidence that he would get his Bitcoin back. Johann said Nerina Steenberg also allegedly gave 200 BTC for this process. Johann frantically processed withdrawals, and management insisted on this being the highest priority, knowing full well Cheri Marks had promised this to members on Johann's instruction. I just want to let you know, even though they say outside money, anything that was deposited by Clynton Marks and Nerina Steenberg was MTI investor money. Not external? Things getting interesting where a random email pops up, presented from an anonymous source. In this email, the anonymous do-gooders claim they warned numerous high-level MTI members about the FSCA raid. The anonymous do-gooders warn everyone about Johann Steenberg's pending arrest and go on to claim Mirror Trading International's Ponzi scheme is a phenomenal gift to society. What comes next I never seen in any exit scam before. They start talking about how the financial institutes and Freemasons are out to get them. The fact is that you, sir, are stepping on the toes of major financial institutions in South Africa and abroad. Freemasonry is not just a rumor. It is a well-known fact that the major players in the current financial system are 17, 18 and 33-degree Masons, which will do anything possible to see the downfall of MTI. It is with great concern, sir, that you pose a major threat to their ecosystem. Is Cheri Marks really trying to justify their scam? Johann decided to take upon himself to act on this ransom email. Yeah, it's completely normal to just take an email and act on it where it affects your life. On the 2nd of December 2020, the team heard from Johann and Nerina Steenberg. This time they were on their way to the airport. Johann assured us all that everything will be okay, that he simply needed to secure himself for MTI and put measures in place if ever something did incapacitate him, so that Nerina can run the company. He did not disclose where he was going. He openly said that not even Nerina would be told his eventual destination. To date, his wife and daughter and extended family remain in SA. Don't you notice something odd about this? Cheri Marks' story has changed. Wasn't she saying a few days ago that Johann Steenberg left South Africa to work on MTI server migration? Which made no sense. Johann did send Clynton numerous pictures and messages of his flight to Doha. Apparently from there he went on to Sao Paulo. This was conveyed to Cheri Marks in a telephone conversation at a later stage. For the weeks between the 3rd of December to the 14th of December, Johann and Nerina continued to manage and run MTI's technical department despite the challenges we faced, slow withdrawals, withdrawal reporting problems on the server side, a server that needed upgrades and better protection. On the 12th of December, Clynton was very worried that he had not heard anything from Johann. The team later made contact with him, and he said he fell asleep and apologized for the scare. On Sunday the 13th of December we had a management meeting and Johann was told by our team that we refused to work with him any longer if he didn't appoint a proper second in charge that could run the system in his absence. He reiterated that Nerina would do this, as she is his tuic. We said that if anything ever happened to him, Nerina would be in no position to run a company and suggested we appoint an outside contractor to assist. Johann was reluctant but agreed. This is where Cheri Marks turns on Nerina, claiming that after Johann agreed to the contractor she categorically stated that she can run the company and that Johann will not be handing the technical department over to anyone. Apparently this contractor was appointed and given access on Monday, December 14th. Later that night Johann Steenberg confirmed he continued to process MTI affiliate investors' withdrawals. At 12:27 a.m. on Tuesday he confirmed withdrawals were slow due to checking process but that 5,200 withdrawals had been done for the day. The last time we heard from Johann was Tuesday 1:51 a.m. On Tuesday we had no news further from Johann. We called Nerina and she also had not heard anything. She did not seem worried. On December 15th, Tuesday, is when the Johann didn't log in for 12 hours email went out. Cheri Marks immediately called Nerina. Nerina was calm and said she would go to see Johann's best friend as he was flying to Brazil on that Saturday to join Johann. When Nerina was asked what the first step should be to find him, she said maybe he doesn't want to be found. Cheri Marks is claiming that MTI's Bitcoin is trapped in Trade 300 accounts. Just so you know, Trade 300 was created by Steenberg for MTI, not real. Nerina told us not to tell members about Johann being missing, and that she was sure he would turn up. On Thursday 17/12, management got the press release from the FSCA. We immediately contacted the server team and disabled all deposits into MTI. Nerina then confirmed. Johann uses the alias Joe Stain all the time, for everything. Nerina was again instructed to open a missing persons case immediately. From the time of writing this statement she has still not opened a missing persons case. On Wednesday the 16th of December we paid a private investigator to find Johann. Nerina was not happy about that. The investigator interviewed Nerina. She refused to be recorded and was not forthcoming with information. According to Cheri Marks, Nerina claimed that Johann Steenberg booked a flight back to South Africa on December 22nd. This was news to us. Not once during the last week or after his departure was that ever communicated to us. We are convinced she has control over his funds and the team of management and leaders were promised she could run MTI in Johann's absence. This is all the information we have up to the time of this statement. Further information will be communicated when we get it. There are lots of questions about that. So does that mean he is back in South Africa? Did he ever leave? Who knows? Cheri Marks is actually a really good storyteller now and much better compared to when she pulled the same stunt in BTC Global Team. It's the exact same playbook. Fake brokers, blaming missing people, and setting herself and the rest of the MTI ringleaders up as victims, not really victims when they banked big. Cheri Marks and her ringleaders need to be stopped. If the FSCA or South African police who are involved in the criminal investigation reading/watching this, you need to take action on this ASAP. You didn't follow through with BTC Global Team and now the same exact performance has been used again. You know who the ringleaders are. You know they have most of the invested funds. You know Cheri Marks is going to continue to pump out smoke and mirrors until she is arrested. On the behalf of MTI victims, do your jobs please.